Have you ever done a business case for a champion, or even had a champion tell you that the justification was already done earlier in the process, and yet your deal didn't get approved? Maybe it didn't get funding, or an alternative solution with different capabilities and pricing did get funding. So one, I'm sorry that happened, but don't let a painful experience go without gaining something from it. And what I want you to realize is that almost all purchase decisions, even the smallest and least controversial ones, will usually face new people and new questions at that final stage of closure. And remember, not all champions are the greatest sellers or even experienced at it. Most of the time, earlier stage business cases were more preliminary than even our champions believed. Remember when I said that we humans were wired for survival? Well, there are actually people in the final purchase process who are paid to protect the company. That's what their actual role is. They may all have different titles and functions, but their mission is the same. And our champion, well, they might be perceived on the inside as someone who's biased, who only has their personal interests in mind. So what's usually happening, even if our champion doesn't want to tell us that they were a bit too optimistic, is that our champion is being challenged internally with these 5 essential justification questions. What is the purpose of doing this? Why should we buy this solution? How is it any different than what we have now or these other alternatives? What positive impact will it make if we extend this investment? And 5, and just let me tell you that this is the one that we sellers like to avoid or minimize. Just what are the risks that the company would be taking on if we go with this solution? Disruption to the business, negative consequences. You see, the bottom line is that there will be a final justification that our champion will need to build, whether formal or just answering some tough questions. And the more aware we are of that justification, the better we can empower our champion to confidently and clearly address these 5 essential questions. Now, for the second champion empowerment, I want you to go back to an earlier string of questions I asked you.